guys, welcome back to Iris Budgets. In today's video I'm going to be cash stuffing for the last week in December. Can't believe it's the last week in December. So on that note, Merry Christmas everyone. I have a glass of wine here as it's Christmas, so cheers. Actually, who am I kidding? The date ends in a Y, that's why I've got a glass of wine. So yeah, Merry Christmas if you celebrate it. If you don't, I hope you still have a lovely time. So yeah, in today's video, like I say, I'm going to be cash stuffing for the last week in December. So let's get on with it. So I shall get the money out of here. So this is my week 2, because I get paid monthly, but I get paid in the middle of the month. And in today's video, I'm going to be cash stuffing £325, I think. So let's count it out. I've got 50 and 100. Then 20, 40, 60, 82, 20, 40, 240, 250, 60, 70, 80, 280, 285, 290, 95, 300, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So £325, but that's not all. Anybody who follows me on Instagram may have seen my story on Sunday. So I had my night out with my friends. We just went to a local pub. It was Christmas jumper night. It was brilliant. I got absolutely hammered. And I'll tell you why I got hammered. So I won the card bingo, which I never win the card bingo. So I won £100, which was in a beer jug. I left the beer jug there, I forgot it. But no, so what happened was I won £100, and then in my wisdom, I thought, let's just buy everybody in the pub a drink. I'm terrible. Sometimes I'm like as tight as a witch's bits. And other times I'm like, yeah, just have it. Yeah, I shouldn't have done that. So let's see what I've got left after buying probably about 15 people a drink. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And then I thought I had loads of 50 pences, but I don't. I've got 4 50 pences, which is great. So I'll put these towards my coin challenges. And then I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and some silver. So I'll just put that in there. So £9, and I'm gonna put that towards my coin challenges. But anyone who saw my last video will know that Carol Cash had commented and told me to look at a couple of my £2 coins. And actually, well, she found this William Shakespeare one. She spotted it. I have had a look online and it doesn't have any misprints, which I think is why they're worth a little bit more. So it's just a normal one. So I don't think it's actually worth that much more. And then I also found a Florence Nightingale one. And then in my card bingo, I then found this one, which is the First World War from 2016 as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to take these two out of my budget with Ira envelope and keep them to one side. I just want to keep them rather than like cash them in. So because of that, I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 pounds out of these coins and put them back into budget with Ira, so then I've kind of paid myself back. So I'm just going to put them to one side for now. Okay, so first job is, what have I got left over from the last week? I can tell you now, it's not very much. So, right, in coins from groceries and spending, what we got? A few pounds and a few change, so we'll just pop that in there as well. All right then. And then I've got £5, which I'll put towards my £5 challenge later on. So we'll stick that in there. All right, so let's restuff for the next week. So groceries, first of all, is going to get £50 as usual. So 20, 40 and 50. Fuel has nothing and it's not getting anything. I've just used that £20 to top my tank up. All right, and then spending is going to get its usual 35. So let's budget 20, 30 and 5. And we'll put that there. But then as usual, I'm going to do this challenge where I roll this dice And whatever it lands on, I will save that much money towards my Roll With It challenge later on, towards a sinking fund. So last week I was here, which is the 20. So let's see what we get. This is the Infinity Challenge from Budget with Ira. And I love it because it's never ending. Never ending. Can you see that? It's -1. All right, so I was on 20. That's forwards. So I'll go backwards. So £15 I'm saving towards a sinking fund later on, which gives me £20 for this week. And I mentioned this last week. It's a bit of an odd week, isn't it? Like, what have I got? Well, obviously there's Christmas. Christmas and Boxing Day I'm spending with my family, so I shouldn't spend much then. 27th I'm going out with my friends again. And this time I'll go venturing a bit further out, so that might cost me a little bit. And I think that's about it, really. Okay, so that's spending. I've got some money to put back into the bank here, so I'll just leave that in there. And that is it for my cash wallets. Now, before I move on to my variable, I just want to say hello and welcome to a lot of new subscribers. I'm so surprised, like how many subscribers I've had recently. I'm really appreciative. Thank you so much. Yeah, I love that you're all here supporting. So if you've got a YouTube channel yourself, drop me a message and I'll subscribe back to you. But what we're going to do now is move on to my variable binder, and we're going to start with Hair and Beauty. And Hair and Beauty this week is going to get £20. So I now have 20, 40, 50, 60, 65 and 70 in Hair and Beauty. Clothes is going to get £10. So it now has 20, 30, 40, 50 and 60. I can't wait to buy some new socks. I've just had to chuck a pair out because, yeah, I need some new socks and stuff. Right, Nights Out is going to get a 5, but then I'm going to give it a 5 from Card Bingo. So it's going to get one of those 5s. So I now have 5, 10 and 15 in Nights Out. And I think, you know, I have under budgeted for Christmas. Like when I said I did my panic Christmas present buy the other day, like I don't have much money left. And I've got obviously that night out on the 27th. Is that Tuesday? So I might have to use a little bit of this. We'll see. Cheers again. Right. Books is going to get £5. So we now have 5, 10 and 15 in books. And then Home is going to get £5, but then I'm also going to give it 15 from Card Bingo. So 5, 10 and 15. So I now have 50, 100, 20, 40, 45, 50, 5 and 60. So 160. Now, the resounding answer from the question last week about how to pay my boiler bill was to use some of my Home and some of my energy fund. So that's what I'm going to do, which is why I've just given it a little bit more love this week. I just absolutely love this system that, you know, I've been doing it properly since March, and just to have money in different categories that you can then logically pull from in order to pay something that has come unexpected. It's just so... No, it's satisfying. I know you're spending money, but that's what this is for. They're here to be spent. And this system has just, and honestly, has completely changed my outlook on my life in some ways. I know that sounds pretty deep, but it has. And so if you're out there watching this video and you've maybe thinking about starting cash stuffing, I would just do it. You know, you don't need much. You don't need all these envelopes. You don't need this setup. You just need a pen and some paper. And just a way of like separating money out, and honestly do it. It's fantastic. Right, Garden isn't getting anything. It's got 75. And then Gifts or Giving is going to get £5. So I've got 15 in here now. So I've had a bit of a giving week. Do you know what? So Sunday was the day I basically bought the whole of my town a drink, which is great, which is fine. And then on Wednesday, I gave blood for the first time. I know I'm 40 and I probably should have done it before now, and I know it's terrible, but I registered ages ago. So I got a call ages ago. I must have registered at some point, and they said the next available appointment was obviously whatever it was on Wednesday, and that seemed like so long away for me. So I was like, yeah, let's do it. And then I got the text like the day before because my form hadn't arrived because of the Royal Mail strikes. So it took me by surprise. I was like, oh my God, I'd forgotten about that. So I went, obviously on my own, and I got there and I was like, I'm a blood virgin. And the nurses were just so brilliant because I was a bit apprehensive, I have to say. And they do the finger prick first, where they see if you've got enough iron in your blood and see if it like sinks to the bottom of the test tube. I found that fascinating. And then they lay me down, hooked me up. I nearly didn't have a good vein, but this arm was fine. And it just was such a weird experience. And then at the end, she asked me if I wanted to hold my blood. And I was like, I don't know. And so I held it and it was warm. And I just was like, oh, I don't know. Sorry if I've put you off your tea, if you're eating your tea. So yeah, I did that. And then I felt okay. And then I gave a donation to like a local charity that is doing a Christmas dinner for old age pensioners. So I gave to that. And then some of this, probably the tenner, will go towards the church on Christmas Day. So I feel virtuous currently, which is a rare feeling for me. Let's move on. Okay, so the next binder we're going to move into is my birthday binder. We're currently working on Bruno, which is the dog, and he has £20. Now then, I had a look at the barber coats online, and they're £40. So I think one version is £40, and I'm thinking I might just, it's his first birthday, and I think as a fantastic auntie, and let's be honest, godmother, I think that I should get him it, so he's getting another £20. So Bruno's got 20. And then Molly is until the end of January. So that's the birthday binder done. Okay, so now moving on to my sinking funds. So we're starting off with my car and home insurance, and today it's going to get £20. So in car and home insurance, I have 100 in the bank and I've got 20 and 30. So I can colour in another 2 of these houses. Fabulous. Okay, next up is, we're skipping car tax because I've just paid the bill for this year. But next we've got car maintenance, and car maintenance is going to get £5. So we now have 20, 40 and 5 in car maintenance. I think I was watching Plans with Elle, who was asking, is a car wash part of car maintenance? And I think it is. Mine's due for a service though in January, and they wash it at the same time. So I'm just going to wait all that. So, okay, so another £5 ticked off of car maintenance. Kingston I'm not stuffing until next year. I got the bill and it was £81, so I've kind of budgeted correctly. Christmas, I need to take that out of there. So next up, we're working on my holiday fund. I remember to tick off that next one of the travel treasury from My Money Matters. So today, my holiday fund is going to get £100. So 50 and 100. So we now have 1,200 in the bank, and then I've got 53, 54. So 1,400. I still haven't booked it. Honestly, I've been so busy. Like, I'm covered in vinyl. I'm like, you know, just stressed to bits. And yeah, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. Imagine if I went to book it and there was full. There's too many people going. I'd be like, oh, flipping heck. Right. So that's my holiday fund done with another 2 palm trees. So this is how we're looking. So I've now got, what was it, 1,400. So can I tick off another one of these? 255, 750, 1,000, 1,250, 1,500. No, next time I can. Next time. Okay then, what we got next? Trip fund. that is going to get £20. So in Trip Fund, I've got 100 in the bank and then 20, 40, 60, 80, 180 in Trip Fund. And I can colour in another train. All right, I might actually spend some of this in January. So me and 3 of my friends are thinking of just going away for a night somewhere. A couple of them are going through some, tough times. And I think it's nice just to have something to look forward to. So this might be spent soon. All right, so that's it for these trackers. And last up we have treats. And look, I've spent it. So what I've decided to buy from Carrie Elizabeth Jewellery, which is where I buy most of my jewellery, I absolutely love it, is, so it's a real gold bracelet. Just like a thin chain, and then you can buy little charms that hang off it. So I've bought a gold and diamond letter L, which means a lot to me, and a peridot coloured charm, which is my birthstone. So I'm looking forward to that coming. And that was 240 altogether. No, 245 altogether. I had 240 in here, but I had enough points, because you get points when you buy stuff, to give me £10 off, so it's 235. So awesome. So that's it for my sinking funds. Okay, so next up is my Christmas binder. So this is for Christmas 2023. All of my binders, or I think there might be one left, are sold out at the minute. All of my placeholders are sold out. I'm going to be restocking most of my stuff tomorrow, that's Christmas Eve, at 9 AM. I don't know if I'm going to list all of my binders, because as I bring more out, obviously to relist all of them, if everyone buys one, which I'm not suggesting that you will, that's like loads for me to make, and I need to try and manage it in some ways. So what I might do is relist the most popular ones at the minute, which I get the most messages about. So definitely the Christmas binder, definitely the Disney binder, or sorry, the Enchanted binder, definitely the Candy Floss, the original. The Wizarding ones have been really popular recently, so I might relist some of them. And the Iris binder, you know, the sort of holographic rainbow one, I might relist that one as well, but we'll see. But I will relist binders and all of my placeholders again tomorrow at 9 AM. Okay, so today for Christmas, I'm just going to be adding, what is it? £5. So £5. And if I really struggle over the next week, I might unstuff this. Because I'm like struggling this Christmas, I'm stuffing for next Christmas, which seems completely illogical and rather stupid. So we'll see how I get on. But I might unstuff this because I've got 25, 30 quid in here. But hopefully I'll not touch it. We'll see, we'll see. All right, so that is it for the Christmas baubles binder. So next up, we've got my savings challenges in here. We're going to start off with rainy day, and that is going to get £20. So, is it? I might have messed up. No, I haven't. What have I done? Yeah. Yes, 520, sorry, 30, 35, 40. I do think I'm missing a 5, but that... Anyway. 540, so I can colour in another one of these. Okay, that's that one done. Next up is my energy fund, and I wasn't budgeting, but I am going to put £5 into this from Card Bingo. Yeah. So we've got 250 in the bank, 55, 60, 60, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Sorry, I'm a bit all over the place. 275. So again, I'm going to be using some of this for the boiler bill when he comes early January to fix it. So that's that one done. Now then, I've got a new envelope. So I told a story in a recent video about a Dior ring that I'd lost. My own fault, but I purchased this Dior ring myself a couple of years ago, and it was 260 quid. It's now like 310, I think. So what I decided to do is create my own envelope for it here. So I just downloaded the Dior sign and then I cut it out. And then what I'm going to use is this free challenge that I downloaded from Caro Cash. So I think it's still available on our Etsy shop. I think if you go to our Instagram or something like that, you can get a link to it. And it's basically the quarter one challenge. And every week you stuff a certain amount of money. And this I think comes to 300. So I'm going to use this challenge to basically rebuild the money and buy myself that Dior ring again, because I really want to replace it. I just know I do. And I know it's a lot of money, and I know some people disagree with that, but I need to do it. So I'm going to be starting this in my first cash stuffing of 2023. I'm going to wait for her to do it first, because I don't know, I don't really know what I'm doing. I think it's just every week you stuff the money, which, yeah, I'm being a bit stupid there. Right. So I'm going to start that next week. Okay, so next up we have my Roll With It challenge, and we're left with £15 from the Infinity challenge. So next up I roll this dice, and whatever it lands on, like I say, I'm going to put £15 towards one of these sinking funds. Please be nights out, please be nights out, please be nights out, please be nights out. 3, damn it. Home. Actually, that's not too bad, because I have plumbing issues. Right, so £15 is going into home. Okay, so I now have 50, 100, 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 275. Awesome, I could pay the bill straight from this envelope if I wanted to. So we'll see, yeah, because I have been putting the heating on more, like, I'm not gonna lie. I've just got used to it. Okay, so that's Roll With It. Next up we have my £5 challenge, and it's just gonna get this lonely little 5. But this is the start for next year. So that's that one done, and then we can move on to Budget with Ira. Okay, so Budget with Ira. So remember, I need to add back in £4 that I've taken out because of those £2 coins that I want to keep. So I'm putting them back in. So what are we left with for Budget with Ira? We've got 2, 3, 4, 5, oh God, 6, 7, 8, £8. Okay, so £8 we're currently working on. So we finished Save Dogu. If you missed me finishing that, don't bother watching it. Cocktails. Now then, I got a comment. It might have been from Plans with Elle again. She's like my guardian angel. She said I should just be colouring these in rather than using the stickers, because I've got hardly any left. So I might just do that. So let's just say we're working now on Money Mojito. I love a mojito, I do. Sometimes they can get a bit sickly though, can't they? So let's, like, what am I meant to do? Do layers. Right, well, first of all, we're going to say that they're all worth £1. So let's just, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay. And then one, two. Let's do another layer. 3, 4. Can you see that? Yeah. And then I do have some ice cubes. So we'll do it's just going to cover up what I've got. 2. Does any of the other ones need ice cubes? No. Well, I've got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So I've done 4 layers of drink, and let's do 4 ice cubes because we need to stay hydrated, everyone. And I've just completely covered up what I've coloured in. I hope I don't need ice cubes any other time. I don't think I do. All right, so that's cocktails done for another week. Okay, so let's put this £8 into Ira. I wonder if I can change up. I don't think I can yet. There we go. Okay, so now 50p challenge. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 from Card Bingo. So that's mint. And I can colour in. All right then, so let's pop this into here. And last up we have the penny challenge. Right, so let's see what I'm stuffing in the penny challenge. £2.30. So £2.30. Oh, Errol. You're putting a few clem on, lad. It's Christmas, we'll let you off. But January, we're out at 5 AM. We're going to do some outside drills and press ups. Right, £2.30. So what can we do next? So we've got 83. So we can do that one. And then 82. And then 65, which is there. Awesome, so that's that one done, and that's all of the savings challenges done. I don't think I've forgotten anything. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you all have a very Merry Christmas, and I will be back, I think, next week. Excuse me. Next week, maybe Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm going to do another business binder stuffing. So stay tuned for that. Merry Christmas and take care, everyone. All the best. Bye.